You are welcome to another episode of Football Union. We are going to talk about Chelsea, the match between Chelsea and City, and the way forward for Chelsea, their transfer, and the players that need to move on, and the players that need to be benched. Yes, we are going to talk about more nuances about Chelsea. So I'll start by saying that today's match, the coach didn't have any plan. Like, how can we have wingers, even left back wingers or left front wingers, and use a midfielder as a winger, your left wing, like Gallagher. The coach was so symbolic that it was surprising. Like, he didn't make any creative technical changes. Like, it was so I don't know. And today Gusto didn't perform at the top level. Gusto make our right wing like it wasn't stable. And the three players that caused us, they didn't put emotion aside. That is Palmer, Jackson, and Madueke. They are very wasteful, and I'm seeing that they should sell Madueke next season. They should sell.
My brother, relax.
They should sell him next
relax.
season.
I know you are a Chelsea fan, but let me put this analysis to you. Chelsea problem started from the transfer. Then it moves to the management, because at the end of it, the transfer is not that bad, but there is a deficiency in that transfer. And I'm going to start with the forward. When you were buying the players, spending those kind of money buying the players, you have forgotten one department, which your previous owner always bring on board. You can never, I always praise Ibrahimovic for all the best thing he has done for Chelsea. When it comes to Chelsea department, number 9, it's not a joke. But look at the money you spent. You spent over billions of pounds. And then you brought your transfer window. You were able to bring players together to form a team, forgetting that the Jackson you brought is becoming a problem. And then look at the game against Manchester City. It is clear. You can take a good look at previous matches that you have played. It is Jackson. The connection over there is Jackson. You could have got maybe a few 15 goals more from his wasted chances. And I think your failure to sign a forward that can make that impact, like olden days that we have Drogba, olden days that we have Thiago Costa, they went on to win the many trophies for Chelsea. Classical. You can see Chelsea playing very well, a very good football this season. Yes, they started poorly, but along the way they were very good. The arise of Kopama, we saw it. The talent was there. Now, the confidence is coming, but the chances that they are wasting is becoming a problem. I can tell you today that your transfer that you did, you made one key mistake, which is a forward.
I think.
Do you know, before I end, do you know, when the transfer, those last summer transfer window, you cannot tell me that there is no better striker, because at that time we have some 2 hot strikers. I will not doubt that. I will tell you, Randa Kolomwani was a hot striker by then, and then we have Goncalo Ramos. They were hot strikers by then. Forget about their form currently at PSG. They may not be the same when they are playing Chelsea. I hope you are aware of that. They may not be the way they are playing. The way they are playing for PSG now doesn't mean that they will play the same game when they are in Chelsea, because already PSG, they don't even depend on those people. Like Randa Kolomwani, he was on top form. And then we cannot forget about the player that Manchester United, they are forward. What is his name? Højlund. These are the hot strikers that we thought Chelsea might sign even one of them to compete. Yes, you have the Jackson, but why don't you sign somebody to compete with Jackson? You are depending on Brujan. Now you see where Brujan is. I think all your problem will be solved when you are able to get a good forward and then 1 or 2 defenders. I think that's the problem.
I think you understand your perspective, but if you don't know Chelsea history, you say that our problem is the striker. Okay. We have a coach. It's the coach philosophy that they built on. We have the coach Tuchel that weren't depending on the standing striker. He was depending on left wing back and the wingers to give him the numbers. So you could see that at the Tuchel's time, you see defenders having all the goals. All the goals were coming from this James Chiwo. All the defenders were giving us the numbers. Mm-hmm. So a renovation came that some departments were weakening. And that departments were very important at the start.
Are you sure?
Let me finish. I'll give you the analysis, okay, and you see where you are. So the departments were getting weaker. Kovacic was not performing as he used to. Jorginho was giving back passes. He was making so many mistakes. Conte was going for injuries, so that department needs to be reformed, and that department is very expensive. So we needed Caicedo, who is very expensive, Enzo, very expensive, because the midfield was spoiling. And right now we had Havertz that was giving us a good day, so we're depending on Havertz as a standing striker. So because that time Havertz was giving us the numbers, so we needed that number. So at that time we have spent so much on midfielders. So we can't go straight forward. The midfielders that the striker we are calling were very expensive, and we can't compete with PSG for cooling money. He was a France boy, and PSG would have won. And you go to
why don't you try?
Relax.
Why? No, it's a question. Why don't you try?
Ogati, you can't say our transfer was silent. Do you know the things that our transfer was silent? By the time we have signed a player, so we tried Ogati. PSG took him from us. So we tried so many players. And that time we didn't want to spend so much because some department we needed the Caicedo. We were following Caicedo, and he was ready to come. You understand? Okay. Tell you which top striker was ready to come to. Victor Osimhen said no. He signed another contract. He want to continue. So you can't blame. And that time, if you had missed and spent so much money, that point from us massively. So technically, we had cheaper, which is Jackson, who was performing very well there. We are not saying Jackson is not performing, but he missed chances. So it's not about the standing. Whether we have spent so much in the most needed department, we'll be looking for a standing striker right now because we have the money to get. We need to let some players go. It's not about standing striker. Our defenders were giving us numbers. When was the last time Chelsea had that standing striker that give us numbers? No. So it's not about getting the standing striker that will give us numbers. We had Morata, the likes of Morata. He didn't give us any numbers. We had the like of so many strikers. That didn't give us the numbers.
You made a point that I want to come in.
Yes.
The point you made that when Tuchel was at Chelsea,
yes,
you depend on wingers.
That
doesn't mean that is what he wants. I just want you to know that you bought Aubameyang to solve the number 9 problem. If you said when was the last time Chelsea is depending on number 9, I would have said that don't make that comment because you are trying to get the next number 9. It didn't work. It's not working. It doesn't mean that you are not good at that point. You were winning trophies, yes, but you wanted somebody who can be that number 9. You are not getting it. Apart from you brought Lukaku. Lukaku failed you drastically, and then you tried to go in for Aubameyang, and Aubameyang I don't know what happened. I don't know whether it's a failure or whatever. It didn't work. It didn't work. Now, Jackson, I don't know.
So don't say that it's because of their
relax. They are not if Tuchel want to tell me that he doesn't like a striker, I will tell you it's a lie because he opted for Aubameyang to come just to solve that little problem for him.
Because people who say that
Havertz is playing that number 9, but he is not naturally number 9.
No, do you know Havertz's position? If Arsenal doesn't know Havertz's position,
yes, but what I'm trying to tell you that he's trying to solve that problem for you whilst you don't have somebody who is there. So what I am saying is that your transfer window was a good one, but you failed one key movement. That is the number 9.
Yes, and I hope you understand. And then when you at that moment it was very to get that.
When you look critical,
it will catch us.
Look critical at this moment. You have what is Latvia now? Latvia. The guy is not playing. How much did you buy him?
Injury is.
How much did you buy him? 50 million. Yes. What I'm trying to tell you is that the transfer window came and you were more focusing on your midfield.
Yes.
But the problem with your team now is the way you allow your players to move at a faster rate. That makes the transition very difficult. I can tell you that. So we watch you play game. I watch you play against Manchester City today. You could have won Manchester City easily. You got a lot of chance. You wasted. Jackson is wasting chance. I think Jackson you need to sack Jackson from Chelsea. I'm speaking I'm not speaking out of context, but I'm speaking because of the few games that he has played. About all the 14 matches that Jackson he keeps starting. I don't understand. The manager keeps starting him. Whilst he's not performing, he's disappointing him. But he keeps starting him. It shows that department you really have.
I think Pochettino is very
poor.
poor.
You really have.
He's very poor.
I don't want to blame Pochettino.
No, you have to blame him because we have young stars that they can try them. But every day he's starting those the players that are failing, they are fighting every day. I would say that we need to make the striker. We need to get a standing striker.
And then you need I think you need a right back. Is it right back or left back? Which one do you need? This guy is not there. James is not there. And then Gusto.
We need another.
But I think Gusto is an average player.
Yeah.
On the more serious, but you see, sometimes you can be like that. But if the courage keep coming, you are going to do everything.
I think
so. I think your transfer
we hope
lack a key aspect in it.
I know they look for the
no, the reason why I'm still serious about this is Ibise. Chelsea always number 9. See, don't disgrace Drogba for me. Don't disgrace Thiago Costa. Those people, they had a serious impact when it comes to Chelsea number 9. Forget Chelsea is playing the number 9. And you are telling me number 9 cannot score for them. That is why you are suffering. If the number 9 should be working, you would have been where you are. But on the normal circumstances, you are playing very good football. The midfield is working well. I don't blame them. But you see, the starting 9, always Jackson. I'm telling you, always Jackson. Always, it's him.
So you can.
It's a problem. He's the number 9.
He's not the number. It's the coach that you blame.
Okay. So that's it about Chelsea. That's it about Chelsea. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and be with us, and we'll bring you more of this discussion. Thank you very much.